The hour of our glory is nigh.
Is it time? Has the Dark Brotherhood finally noticed my impeccable work? I'm ready, Dark One. I swear in the name of... Wait, I should let you talk first.
Nothing. Never mind. I thought you were someone else, that's all. Forget I said anything. It's just... there's something about your eyes. They have a certain look about them. I thought you were... well, I thought you were one of them.
Keep your voice down.
But yes, I thought you were with the Brotherhood. You've got that look in your eyes. You killed people. Or you will. Just between us, I heard the Brotherhood seeks new recruits. I plan to be one of those lucky few. Rumor has it that if you take an innocent life and the Dark Brotherhood notices, they'll offer you a place in their guild. Think about it. A place where killers are free to pursue their darkest passions. Ooh, doesn't it just give you the chills? No risk, no reward, my Aunt Ophelia always said. Look, people like us, we need to surround ourselves with like-minded allies. People that will protect us and help us reach our true potential. They're going to notice me, I just know it. I'm not one to reveal my sources, but Fat Grakal told me that he overheard Seaworthy Sarala say that there have been some mysterious murders committed on the Gold Coast. To me, Nothing says Dark Brotherhood like mysterious murder. Oh, I got that from Margog the Hammer. Buy him a couple of ales and he spouts secrets like a bard spouts poetry. Just the other day, he told me that his cousin Crus killed a baker in Anvil. He received a mysterious... You really don't know anything about the Brotherhood, do you? If they decide you're worthy enough to receive... Word of advice. Urges aside, the Dark Brotherhood prefers to keep a low profile. Just remember, kill an innocent, that's one of the best things about the Dark Brotherhood. It hides in plain sight. No one knows where its headquarters is or how many members it has, yet you can go in quite a few, actually. My favorite is the Night Mother's Truth. It describes the origins of the Brotherhood, although it might all be theory and conjecture. But forget the books. Everyone knows the Brotherhood exists, and most people fear them. Fellowship, safety, and security, to name just a few. I understand there's also a steady flow of gold from all the contracts. And you get to kill people. Can you imagine a better guild to belong to? Better than picking pockets, if you ask me. I don't want you to do anything. I'm just providing information. Letting you know that new opportunities are available if you're willing to spill a little blood. Don't take my willingness to help out as a sign or anything. I recognized a kindred spirit, and suggested a way to satisfy your darkest urges. They'll get you killed if you don't keep them under control. Hey, I don't know exactly how they select new recruits. I'm just telling you what I've heard. Maybe you just need to be in the right place at the right time. Like Anvil. Of course, I've also heard they have eyes everywhere, so what do I know?
I was beginning to think this fight was hopeless. But with the Great Shackle destroyed, we might just have a chance.
Put that hand near my pocket again, and you'll lose it.
So hungry.
The law has invested me with authority in these matters. Will you cooperate and pay your bounty? In accordance with the law, your bounty has been paid.
You there! Wait for a moment, if you would. Pardon the interruption. I've been looking for you. Not me. But I have something for you. A letter. Confidential. Private. I have it here somewhere. Ah, yes. Here it is. Interesting. I'm also supposed to extend a verbal invitation to visit the lighthouse. Odd that they didn't just put that in the letter. Yes, the Anvil Lighthouse, just up the way. The sender ordered me to direct you there after I handed over the letter. I'm glad I found you. After looking for the woman with the eye patch all day, I figured I was in for a late night. Emily Crow? Do you know her? I gave her a letter right there on the Anvil docks. I have no idea where she went in such a hurry, but she seemed excited to receive it. Anyway, I have more deliveries to make before I can rest for the day. Farewell.
Come closer and let me look into your eyes. No remorse, no mercy. Yes, you do have the eyes of a killer. How many lives ended looking into those eyes? Enough that the Night Mother has noticed, obviously. Which brings us both to this place and time. Nothing to say? I can appreciate that. I am a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood. I speak with the voice of the Night Mother. We have been watching you. You can deal death, but you lack purpose. We can change that, if you are willing. Silence is the music of Sithis, so perhaps you will serve us well. But first we need to determine if you are worthy to join the Dark Brotherhood. You take lives easily enough, and we know that you can kill. Splendid. We shall see how well you marry business with death. But first, allow me to present you with a gift. I shall teach you how to call upon a particular tool of our trade. I grant you access to the Blade of Woe, sharper than any other dagger you have at your disposal. It shall be your weapon, just as silence is. In return, I expect only unwavering loyalty and ruthless efficiency. Now, let us discuss the task before you. A killing that... The Imperial noble, Lord Quintus Jarol, has been marked for death by the Black Sacrament. Your task is simple. Find Jarol and kill him. That isn't a question we ask. Suffice to say, he offended someone enough to get them to perform the Black Sacrament. The Night Mother heard the prayer, and now Geralt must die. This is the task I have set before you. Excellent. The noble's estate can be... Our unholy matron and the one true bride of Sithis. We are her children, forever wrapped in her cold, loving embrace. There will be time enough for more questions after you complete the task before you. Just know that she watches you. She loves you, as she loves all her children. Do not disappoint her. The Black Sacrament is the ritual by which a client procures the Dark Brotherhood's services. Using an effigy of the intended victim, the client pleads for the Night Mother to send an assassin to end the specified life. With no remorse, no regret. To put it simply, yes. The lives of the innocent and the guilty alike are ours for the taking. And every soul goes to Sithis. As long as the Blade of Woe is the ebony dagger of our Brotherhood. It is a single weapon, unique and powerful. To put it simply, yes. The wise traveler asks for directions before the path diverges. Never hesitate to rely on your fellow Brotherhood members once you complete your initiation. I assume you want to know what awaits you at the noble's estate? Killing requires few special skills, but reaching your target? That's the real task, isn't it? High walls, locked gates, and armed patrols protect the estate. There is another way to reach the estate grounds, if you're interested. A series of smuggler tunnels runs beneath the Withered Rose and leads directly to the estate's courtyard. That's the route I would take. And don't forget to bring lockpicks. Geralt is a cautious man. He never leaves a door. The Withered Rose? A small hostel outside the city. Our lovely mother and daughter own the place, but they've had trouble making ends meet. The smuggler tunnels provide them with an alternate source of income, and they're perfect for your needs.
What? Toralon's mastery of the flame doesn't impress and astound you? Perhaps you want something truly hot. Here!
What is it?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
We'll find gainful employment, Kirith.
I import the finest stock from across the land. Even got some that were born and bred back on...
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
You can eat her? Eat her up? Yeah?
I have little time to waste.
Those people did it, but I feel like if I do it, I'm gonna get...
Stop it. He hates it.
There's always more to do.
What's in here?
Seriously, Quintus. I appreciate you providing a safe place for our meeting, but couldn't you have straightened up a bit before we got here?
My apologies, Governor Fortunata. But there's no safer place south of Varen's Wall than right here. Vermin notwithstanding.
I don't know, Fortunata. This place seems to suit you.
That's no way to speak to your betters, Count Carolus. Speaking of which, when are you going to finally turn Kvatch over to a proper ruler? Your people deserve so much greater than you.
My lord and lady, please. We have a more pressing concern, and it affects us all.
Careful, Quintus. I won't be spoken to in such a manner. But you're right. The Dark Brotherhood grows stronger and threatens everything that lives here.
I forgot to mention, Primate Artorius sends his regrets, but Cathedral business forced him to remain in Kvatch. He indicates that he will support whatever we decide.
While Artorius handles spiritual matters and the Cathedral's defenders in order of the hour, I have allowed him to patrol the beach until the murderer is apprehended.
Haven't the last few murder victims been suspected members of the Dark Brotherhood? Perhaps if we do nothing, this murderer will solve our problem for us.
I refuse to allow a vigilante to freely stalk the streets of my city. That is why I allowed Artorius to expand the Order of the Hour's authority.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you and Artorius were building an army. Should I be worried, my dear Count? anvil's wall.
That won't help. We're not ever...
Lord Quinton, intruders have penetrated the estate. We need to move the three of you immediately.
Don't be alarmed. For any contingency. Commander, secure the halls. Make sure no one follows us.
Of course, my lord. We'll find the intruders.
Show yourself, assassin. Or are you another one of those Brotherhood cowards who prefers to strike from the shadows? Assassin! Guards, defend me!
We know that Quintus Gerol is dead. The Brotherhood has eyes everywhere. You have done well. We have been watching you for a long time. Killing the nobles simply sealed our covenant. Now you need to meet your brothers and sisters. I will send you to a sanctuary, a safe house of sorts, a home, as well as a source of additional contracts. Not far. It's the reason I summoned you to the Gold Coast. There is much work to accomplish here, and you will be a part of that. Your new home lies to the north, hidden beneath Varen's wall. Go there, and attempt to open the Black Door. The Black Door will pose a question. What is the flavor of fear? Reply, sublime, my brother, and the sanctuary shall be open to you. Once inside, seek out Astara. She has additional instructions for you. I am the voice of the Night Mother. She conveys her will to the listener, who then passes it on to one of the 4 speakers of the Black Hand to carry out. The Black Hand, the instrument by which the Night Mother rules the Dark Brotherhood. It consists of 1 listener and 4 speakers, 4 fingers and a thumb. Never more, never less. The Black Hand oversees the sanctuaries, among other duties. Just a little business I had to attend to. I do like to keep my dagger sharp, as it were. Her family had certain documents and presumed to make Allegations that might have embarrassed the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood isn't that petty, but we do have certain obligations to uphold. I gave her the greatest gift of all, solace. Just as you gave the same gift to Lord Jarrell. And there will be many more gifts to grant before your work is done. Of course. Since the formation of the Dark Brotherhood, our shadow has stretched across the entirety of Tamriel. Not every sanctuary has flourished, however. And our grip isn't as secure as we'd like in certain parts of it. Not that it concerns you, but Vardenfell continues to be a source of irritation. The Gold Coast, however, presents an opportunity to profit from. Here we can establish a foothold that will serve the Brotherhood for generations to come.
I said you are like swamp gas, damp and smelly.
You want to go
I will
tough?
hit you so hard your egg
Jerk-face.
brothers will cry.
Ah, the great oath stirs. Busy day at the Fighters Guild Hall, eh?
Sibylla! We're running a bank, not a Bandari swap meet. These cobblestones look like they were dragged through a sick troll's dung.
I don't seem to be making much progress.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
I don't think I'll ever be done.
I'd rather be cracking heads.
This work never ends.
Customers should check in with the banker downstairs. We ran an honest...
I don't seem to be making much progress.
Can you believe it? Yeah. Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know.
Welcome to Vorkag.
You must be the new initiate. The speaker sent word that you were on your way. I'm the matron of this sanctuary. And this is for you, shrouded armor, the uniform of the Dark Brotherhood. You're one of the family now. You might as well look the... We are all brothers and sisters, children of the Night Mother and our dread father. Even lone assassins need a family. Introduce yourself to the others. They can provide advice and information, even support for your more challenging contracts. Eager, are you? That's good. Then go and talk to Elam Drawls. He handles lesser contracts for the new initiates. Prove yourself to him, and more interesting assignments will follow. Welcome to the family. Explore the sanctuary, meet the others, at least the ones currently at home. I believe Green Venom Tongue, Kor, Hildegard, Mirabelle, Simbar, and Tannic are available. When you're done, Elam should have a new task for you to accomplish. The past isn't something we talk about here. For most of us, our lives didn't really begin until we were called to serve the Night Mother. And I was called at a very early age. No one joins the Brotherhood and immediately steps into a position of power. That's not how we do things. I had to prove myself, show that I was dedicated to the Night Mother and her tenets. I served for many years before I earned might. The Sanctuary has always been my home in the Brotherhood, if that's what you're asking. I've seen the Gold Coast change over the years. But that's enough. Where did you... Oh, they were discussing that at the Noble's estate, were they? Bastards. It's true. Someone has been killing our brothers and sisters. When the hunters become the hunted, it's like the world is... We're investigating the matter. It's not unusual for our pasts to catch up with us, and it's not like we have a shortage of enemies. We'll learn the identity of this killer. And then, true, few have the audacity to openly oppose us, but there are many who would love to see the Brotherhood abolished. This feels... different.
Ah, I heard we had a new initiate on the premises. She did. Interesting. I wonder what she's planning this time. Well, I'm certain everything will become clear, eventually. Aren't you familiar with the cherished Black Marsh custom? Consuming various venomous concoctions to bolster our natural immunity? I drank so much my tongue turned green. Ha! The new initiates fall for that every time. And you as well, Initiate. I look forward to interviewing you at length when you have some time. For my journals, of course. I keep meticulous records. I'll help you, you'll help me. Isn't that what the Bretons call a win-win? Perhaps, depending upon what you mean by something and me. Rest assured, whatever musings and observations I record herein are strictly confidential. Now this one I know I've written down. Study the 5 tenets. Learn them. Memorize them. Live them. There's a copy in the sanctuary, someplace. I'd let you look at this one, but I don't let anybody read my journals. Such a curious mind. Then listen carefully, Initiate. Contracts must be taken seriously. Always obey the matron's... What more could you possibly need to know? I could have sworn I explained this before. Let me check my notes. Well, like other Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow, I was taken upon hatching and trained to be an assassin. That makes me a good killer. A very good killer. What an intriguing inquiry. Attempting to ascertain if I actually like it here, or something more subtle. Well, like or dislike is meaningless. I serve the matron as I served my former sanctuary, and as I served Black Marsh when called upon. The river carries us where it will, and that's all I prefer to say about that at this time. I was there.
So you're the new initiate. You're certainly cuter than the last one. And why wouldn't she, darling? I am her favorite after all. As a matter of fact, I'm everyone's favorite. I'm sure you'll agree soon enough. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. May the forward. Believe me, this is my shy and unimposing side. After all, we wouldn't want to give my beloved Simbar the wrong idea, would we? Find me later. Oh, you really are too easy, my darling. I'm just having fun with you. I suppose I get that from my family heritage. The Motiers are rich, powerful, and blessed with good looks, and a wicked sense of humor. Just play along and enjoy. Oh, there's nothing noble about my family. But I left that all behind. The wealth, the boredom, the servants waiting on me hand and foot. One day, I strangled my handmaid with a golden chain.
You shouldn't know anything, darling. We're a secret organization, after all. I suppose I can tell you that we serve the Night Mother. Sweet mother, send your child unto me for the sins of the unworthy. Our mother hears the prayer and whispers to the listener. The listener sends a speaker to arrange the details and create the contract. This just got much too serious for my taste, darling. Let's talk about something, I don't know. A few. The speaker sends new initiates to the sanctuary every so often. Mind your tongue, initiate. We're the murderers, not the victims here. But I suppose the circumstances were somewhat unusual. You don't hunt the hunters. The Brotherhood hunts you. Anything else is a crime against the natural order.
So you're the new recruit, huh? No, don't tell me your name. You Blade. That's so much better. Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I just believe in full disclosure. We've lost... Sure you can. So could Dorisa. She still ended up face down in an anvil alley with her throat slit from ear to ear. Whoever murdered her has some impressive skills. I'll give them that. Stay sharp, New Blade. We're not alone in the shadows anymore. Dorisa and Van. One was an experienced assassin who knew her business. The other was a raw recruit with hardly any blood on his blade. Kinda like you, New Blade. Just a feeling, I guess. And the way they were left for all the world to see. Someone was proud of their work, and Matron Astara tells us what to think, not the other way around. But yes, it's a long and sordid tale, full of romance and daring-do. Or if you prefer the short version, I was apprenticed to a smith in Sentinel. Oh no, that was just the beginning of my story. I was young and stupid back then. I ran, but apparently not far or fast enough. Got to spend some quality time in a Hammerfell dungeon for my actions. Well, it wasn't sunshine and camel milk, but I survived. Met some people, learned some lessons. Hey, I had to make a living. I was branded as a killer, so killing was what I did. Worked for the crime boss Bashira for a while. Then I had a visit.
It's all right, little one. Just a new smell. Your new Come on now, Hilda. Don't be shy. Sorry, she can be skittish around strangers. New sister! Welcome! Welcome! Of course! It's important to get to know everyone. You're part of the... Oh, that's not a werewolf. Well, I guess it is. But it's also little Hildegard. She's really sweet. But you'll need to say hello later. She still doesn't have the hang of controlling her... Hildegard is like the little sister I never had. But her... We assume so. Alone. Nearly mad. I'm a skilled hunter. Tore my face off. See? I still have the scar. Well, you know, there are some things we just don't talk. World. And we're glad to have you with us. I'm sure I always like to hunt and fight.
You must be the new initiate. I've heard some unbelievable things about you. Still, you can't be too good. Your name hasn't appeared on one of my contracts yet. What? Oh, that's a Dark Brotherhood joke. Did she now? Are you sure that's what she told you to do? Wouldn't want you to get in trouble your first day in the Sanctuary. Now that you're here, we might as well discuss your... Don't repeat what I say. It annoys me. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, your training. Complete a contract, receive a reward. Prove yourself, and more significant contracts will be made available to you. It's simple, really. I don't expect you to last a week, but as long as you're still here. Ready for your first contract, Initiate? Not everyone appeals to the Dark Brotherhood through the Black Sacrament. For those with copious amounts of gold to spare, we usually indulge their more mundane requests. Are you ready to take on your first? Typically, you'll consult the ledger marked for death, but I've handpicked something special for your... Travel to the city of Kvatch, identify the target listed on this contract, then eliminate them. I encourage you to practice with the Blade of Woe, but as long as the target dies, it doesn't really matter how you kill them. What are you standing around for? I'm not much to look at, and neither is this room. Me? I'm flattered. No, that's not the right word. Uncomfortable? Yes, that's it. Well, whatever do you want to know? Not the brooding type? Good. They're a bore. I've been with Astara at this sanctuary since its inception. More years than I care to remember. In that time, I've done enough contract killing to know how to drum up business. It's my charm. Anyone can find a reason to kill someone. Ambition, jealousy, humiliation. I once killed for a jester who couldn't take a joke. Careful who you heckle in Stormhaven.
well?
And you do well to loosen that codpiece. Yeah!
You're back, I see. How could I not? You're standing in my light. So tell me, how did you do? Well, good for you. But don't get too full of your accomplishments just yet. That was a fairly easy contract I started you with. Come back when you're ready for more. If the speaker or the matron give an order, though, that...
Grand Sermonizer is at it again, Matron.
Those loudmouth fanatics! It's time to teach them a lesson about the blessings of silence!
Enough! I'll decide how we respond to these malign sermons. Initiate, I have a task for you. Once again, the pious idiots of Kvatch dare to provoke the anger of the Dark Brotherhood. Such as if the Grand Sermonizer didn't have enough rage about. Now she's preaching against the Brotherhood. She says we are weak, powerless. A toothless dragon that inspires ridicule instead of fear. These lies. Be wary. The Order of the Hour has increased its presence in Kvatch. Avoid the warrior priests if you can. Meet up with Tannic and silence the priests that speak against us, including the Grand Sermonizer. That will put the fear of sin. Tannic will meet you in Kvatch. I expect the two of you to deal with the Grand Sermonizer and show caution becomes the appropriate response after the deaths of 2 assassins, Initiate. But make no mistake, I expect you to assassinate the Grand Sermonizer. Tannic will be there to provide assistance, nothing more. Under normal circumstances, no.
Initiate, I have my own contract in Kvatch. I'll join you in Tannic as soon as I'm finished.
3 blades on the same contract? Is that wise, Matron?
Just make sure the Grand Sermonizer dies, Initiate. That's my chief concern.
I was wondering how long it would take you to get here. Didn't Astara instill you with a sense of urgency about this mission? She must be getting tender-hearted after all these years. Yes, I say so. I find life to be a complicated series of pranks and pratfalls. Besides, this is your mission. I'm only here to observe and offer assistance if you get in over your head. Speaking of which, try not to get captured or killed today. No, that would be boring. You start murdering the Sermonizer's priests while I take on the real challenge. I'll locate her hiding spot. Then I'll find you so we can kill her together. That will put the fear of the Brotherhood and the Kvatch people. Be stealthy or slaughter everyone that gets in your way. Whichever works best for you. They all wind up with Sithis in the end, so what's the worry? Now, let's get out there and deal with the Grands. Time to dip our daggers in Sermonizer blood. Watch your back, new blade.
Did you hear that Vanus Galarian was rescued from the Black Forge?
So barbaric.
Finest merchandise around.
Murder is a filthy business in the eyes of Akatosh.
Our quarry cowers in her family's estate outside Kvatch. I'll meet you there, New Blade. And if you really want to impress the matron, kill a few more sermonizers along the way.
And those who treat murder as business are the worst of all.
Help out a poor soul.
Only the
There's a hidden evil corrupting Kvatch.
So much to do, so little time. So much to do, so little time.
They've done it! They've dropped the axe on Knight Commander Pantheon!
A coin to mention you in my prayers?
Hear me, faithful of Akatosh! I speak of the foul.
No order of the hour? Huh. Follow me, New Blade.
New Blade, come quietly and listen. Our quarry stirs below.
Grand Sermonizer, have you discovered the location of the sanctuary yet?
Unfortunately, this assassin expired before revealing anything useful.
I'll capture another. Try not to kill this one before we learn the location of the Dark Brotherhood's lair.
Lord Akatosh, hear our prayer. We just prepare the body, like so.
Who is that black-armored warrior? Some kind of mercenary? Now's our chance. Follow me.
She tortured Simbar. Such an insult to the family cannot stand. At least he knew how to hold his tongue. What foul magic is this? New Blade, beware. I feel so weak. I can't move.
2 assassins? I didn't know they came in pairs. With the proper motivation, you will reveal the location of the Dark Brotherhood. Black Dragon admires your kind, but I don't see what the attraction is. This is unexpected, but I refuse to die here.
I'm just gonna sit here and see who comes for me first. Sithis or Tall Papa?
Tarnik, are you planning to just lay down and die?
They knew we'd come for Simbar. Trapped his body with some kind of foul death magic.
Get up, you milk drinker! Sithis still has work for you to do. Initiate, the Grand Sermonizer is yours. I'll get Tarnik home.
Defend me, Knights of the Order of the Hour! Show this assassin the true power of Akatosh!
Until it happens.
Trust in Akatosh! Let the Dragon God guide your strike! Murder me if you must! It won't save your Dark Brotherhood! Seems I'll need to use something harsher than words to deal with you. The Black Dragon will make you pay for striking your brother to Akatosh.
Kor brought Tannik home injured but alive. He told me you went after the Grand Sermonizer. Tell me, has the deed been done? Simbar was one of our best. To allow himself to be captured like that. I didn't think that either the Grand Sermonizer or the Order of the Hour was capable of such a feat. Why go to all that trouble, I wonder? Black armor. I've heard rumors of such a warrior, but to seek the location of our sanctuary. It appears we're at war with an unknown adversary. I need to think about this. By the way,
Don't worry, Tannik. A cask of mead, and you'll be back on your feet in no time.
Shit, your mead tastes like bee vomit. I think I'll pass.
Oh, Tannik, I hate that this happened to you.
You worry more than the matron, Hildegard. I'll be as good as new before you know it. Ah, the new blade has arrived. Give us the room if you would, Kor.
Certainly, Tannik. But I still expect you to be completing contracts again in a few days.
I'll do my best not to disappoint you.
Take your time, Tannik. I am going to go say a prayer for your quick recovery.
Kor and Hildegard mean well, but they're worse than a couple of mother hens. You're alive. Does that mean the Grand Sermonizer is no longer with us? We're not certain what kind of magic the Grand Sermonizer placed upon Simbar's body. But I'd be dead too, if not for you and Kor. I'm indebted to you both. And I'll make sure that everyone remembers Simbar's bravery. He refused to give up our secret, no matter what the Grand Sermonizer did to him. It does make me wonder about the warrior who was able to defeat him, though. Simbar could easily best me in a fight. And that warrior bested him. If you encounter her again, don't underestimate her skills and abilities. She's hunting the hunter. A chance to beat your record. How many of the Sermonizer's priests did you murder anyway? Seriously, New Blade. Stay sharp out there. The roots of our trouble stretch deep below the soil. Things are gonna get worse, my friend.
Have you come to hear the will of... Yes, Praesithus. Before I give you the name, I would like to propose a challenge. An opportunity to demonstrate your prowess. Indulge me, and I will Your target waits in Trader's Cove. Fortuitous. It seems there's some kind of party going on in that cave. Slaying revelers is ever so satisfying. You'll be seen. Fear is one of the Brotherhood's greatest allies. The Night Mother's children must be as swift. The Brotherhood is not without mercy. Some of our targets are given a quick and pain. Nalusi Orethi, a dark elf scale catcher. He made an orc forgewife named Mapgro.
Clear out before the guard shows up and clears you out.
I wonder if you'll be so bold when the guards arrive.
Guards, come quick! A trespasser!
The guards should arrive at any moment, trespasser.
Make yourself scarce. I'm calling
That's
the
it.
guard.
I'm sending for the guard.
The guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
The guard knows how to deal with the likes of you.
This is your last chance to leave before the guard arrives. This is your last chance to leave before the guard arrives. The guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
The guards should arrive at any moment,
You wouldn't leave, so I called the guard.
The guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
Guard! Intruder! Trespasser!
What are you writing?
Tallying the stupid questions you've asked today. 8, if you were wondering.
Do not dally. Have you dispatched your vic? Well done. Excellent.
The litany has begun. The listener said you would come to me. The listener sent me to deliver the litany of blood. I placed it before the Night Mother's shrine. She said the book is meant for the killer who tasted death. While that could refer to anyone in the sanctuary. A test, perhaps? A message, most certainly.
Your brothers and sisters have gazed upon it and seen nothing but blank pages. They found it to be comforting, calming, but totally empty. Perhaps your eyes will see something more. Go and look at the Litany of Blood. If you see nothing, then you aren't the one I supposed you to be. The listener sent me to deliver the Litany of Blood. That's all you need to know, and more than I want to say. Tell me, assassin, so the listener was right. What a blessing you've received. Of course. The targets must be marked in some way. Easier than I would make it, but who am I to question the listener? It's clear to me that you must decipher the Litany of Blood and kill the targets inscribed. What else would a book provided by the listener contain? Determine each target and assassinate them. You've been given a sacred duty. Perform it well and bring honor to the Night Mother and your sanctuary, assassin. Your brothers and sisters would kill to have been chosen. There are no wrong people. The Dread Father welcomes every soul you send him, aside from your brothers and sisters. Obey the 5 tenets, and you have no... The listener required someone special for this task, but the Black Hand wasn't sure who to assign it to. The Night Mother always provides, though. You can read the litany. I'm sure there are clues among its words. Did you have a brush with death? It would fit, and it would explain your special sight. The reason you can read the litany. The last part, the assassin's blade you were given access to when you were initiated. The Blade of Woe. It's a symbol and a sacred instrument. The will of Sithis made man.
can till their fields, or fight behind their master's shield.
Hey there, friend. A word, if you please.
I could use a break.
Hold there! I am certain you regret your actions, but you must pay a bounty so we all know you were certain. Wonderful. On your way, then.
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
Oh, my sweet love, she waits for me. Through storm and shine, across land or sea. I run to her together.
Just when I needed some company.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Just have to connect this rune flow coupling. No, that's not it.
Yeah.